Hey, welcome to the Old Computer Museum channel, and this is an Atari ST game called Back to the Future 3. Back to the Future being a 80s series of movies, 80s and 90s. They've made, of course, games. First installment, Back to the Future, is on 8-bit machines, but they've done the Back to the Future 2 and 3 on machines like the Atari and the Amiga, for example. So this is the 3. I've also posted the 2 online on the Atari ST, and I'll post the first one from the Commodore a little later on. So we'll start the game, Back to the Future 3. It's a arcade style western game. So it is on one disc, and so here we'll put the trainer version, divided into well, first of all, the platforms on which it's available: the Sega Mega Drive, Genesis, Amiga, Amstrad CPC, Atari ST, Commodore 64, DOS, Sega Master, and ZX Spectrum. So these are all the platforms. The release date is 1991. Made by ImageWorks and developed by Probe Software. The gameplay is loosely referred to, or basically, as the movie itself. So you've got the teams, the different teams of the movie that you have to go through. And so first level is the Rescue Clara. You control Doc Brown on a horse, and you gotta save Clara Clayton from running into the ravine. So you must duck and jump over obstacles while using the pistol to shoot enemies and other obstacles. So the DOS version has a little added feature that you can collect shotguns to fire in multiple directions. So then you got level 2, which is target shoot. Players controls Marty as he shoots targets in a target range. If you remember the movie, well, you know, there's this little part where it goes into a fair and practices shooting. And then we've got Marty versus Buford's Men, where he uses pie dishes to fight off against Buford's Men. And the last part is a train. So train, you control Marty as he takes away across the train, collecting speed logs to go to the necessary speed. So here you see that you got an obstacle course, and you gotta go as fast as possible if you wanna save Clara Clayton, of course. So you've got holes, you've got all sorts of obstacles that are coming in front of you. And you've seen in the back here there was a kind of an Indian shot. Graphics are nice. Scrolling is a little slow, but I must say that it's playable. Lots of games I've seen for the Atari ST that have side-scrolling don't have really fast side-scroll, but you know, it does the job, so it's not too bad actually here. And of course you gotta stay on your horse as best as possible. I'm not actually really good because I've not really played much of this game. the longer you put your joystick up, the more the jumps are high and long with the horse. And basically you just control with your joystick here. As you see, you can shoot all sorts of targets that are coming at you. You can dunk, you can just gotta be careful at what's coming at you. Basically, the more you miss out here, the harder it gets. And you've got this kind of a shooting spree here. You gotta be careful to stay alive as long as possible. So it's really like an obstacle course that you're going through here. I'll restart the game and actually show you the pie shooting and the duck shooting also for the so that you see a little bit more of the levels. So this is, you know, one of those games that you gotta take the time to play for a while because there's so much to do to advance into other levels. It's like, you know, it's one of those arcade style games that you'll play for a while before you advance anywhere. The game was well received by most Atari magazines at the time, giving them scores from 80 to 90% basically. And sorry, I took the wrong turn here. Giving from 80 to 90%, higher scores 93%. Compared to the second installment of the game, which had much more colder reviews and average scores of, you know, anywhere from 35 to 50%, which is not really big for a score for a game. I actually find this version of Back to the Future 3 much more fun to play than the Back to the Future 2. And if you look on my videos, I've got the Back to the Future 2 video, and you'll see that it's not as interesting. Lots of loading because this is on a real machine. So here, I try your luck, and so you gotta try and as fast as possible. So you got your duck shoots. And of course you gotta be careful what ducks you shoot, and all sorts of characters appear in the windows and stuff. And this is for the first installment, which is like the practice of your shooting. And other installment that you'll have to play of this game is oops, took the wrong one again. Really sorry. I give Back to the Future 3 for the Atari ST a score of 8 out of 10. I believe it's a good game. If you have to play one of the installments of Back to the Future, this is the one to play. Even on this machine where the side-scrolling is a little slow, it's still a fun game to play, and it's really enjoyable. So if you gotta play one, play this one. It's a 1-disc ST for the Atari, and works really well. Hi Atari. If you like these old games, old consoles, real machines like this Atari ST and also Amigas and stuff like that, emulation, click the subscribe button at the top of the screen. You'll be informed when new videos are online. Here's the pie shooting, where you throw these you gotta aim towards, basically, you gotta aim your pie shooting at all the characters and the windows and stuff. As you see, I'm not really good. So it's really, you know, old times, kind of Western. So this is basically what the game is about, and then finally you have the train, which where you have to pick up the logs as you go to increase the speed up to 88 miles an hour. Hey, if you enjoy these games and stuff for the real machines like this Atari ST and for the Amiga, or emulation stuff, Commodore 64 and also all sorts of other computer emulation if you want, click this the subscribe button, and of course hope you come back and watch our other videos on the Old Computer Museum channel. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.